After more than 2 years of multiple investigations and speculation about alleged collusion between then-candidate Donald Trump and Russia in the 2016 election, that narrative was put to rest by special counsel Robert Mueller's final report. Except, Democrats seem unwilling to concede defeat, and rather than admit how wrong they were on collusion have shifted their sights to alleged obstruction of justice by President Trump and Attorney General William Barr, who they accuse of attempting to cover up incriminating information redacted from the Mueller report. The accusations against Barr resulted in the Democratic-led House Judiciary Committee voting to hold him in contempt of Congress over his refusal to release a completely unredacted version of the report, despite Barr being prohibited by law from releasing redacted grand jury information. During the lead-up to the vote on contempt, Republican committee member Jim Jordan took over for 5 minutes, even refusing a request to yield at one point, and carpet-bombed the committee with the blunt truth of both the false narrative they had bought into as well as the transparently partisan reasons they were attacking Barr. Bill Barr is following the law. What's his reward? Democrats are going to hold him in contempt. pic.twitter.com/SLKXF3K2, Representative Jim Jordan, @Jim Jordan, May 8, 2019 Trending, ex-Obama intel chief admits Gov did spy on Trump camp, but argues spying might have been okay. Bill Barr is following the law, and what's his reward? Democrats are going to hold him in contempt, Jordan said. I don't think today is actually about getting information. I don't think it's about getting the unredacted Mueller report. I don't think last week's hearing was actually about having staff question the Attorney General. I think it's, as my colleague said earlier, I think it's all about trying to destroy Bill Barr because Democrats are nervous that he's going to get to the bottom of everything. He's going to find out how and why this investigation started in the first place, Jordan asserted. Are you ready for Democrats to concede defeat on the collusion narrative? 96%, 956 votes 4%, 41 votes. The Ohio congressman noted that Barr had revealed 4 very interesting things during his testimony before a Senate committee a few weeks earlier that seemed to get overlooked, the first of which was a failure of leadership at the upper echelon of the FBI. We all know that is the case, Jordan said. Director Comey has been fired. Deputy Director McCabe, fired, lied 3 times under oath, according to the Inspector General. FBI counsel Jim Baker, demoted and left, currently under investigation by the Justice Department. Lisa Page, demoted and left. Peter Strzok, deputy head of counterintelligence, demoted and fired. Peter Strzok, the guy who ran the Clinton investigation and the Russia investigation. There was certainly a failure of leadership at the upper echelon of the FBI. The second thing Barr said that caught Jordan's attention, spying did occur. He said it twice. Yes, spying did occur. Third, he said, there is a basis for my concern about the spying that took place, Jordan said. And maybe the most interesting thing he said, 2 terms he used that, frankly I find frightening. He said there was, in his judgment he thinks there may have been unauthorized surveillance and political surveillance. Scary terms. Related, watch Jim Jordan corner Cohen on WH Aspirations, then Trump boys finish him off. Jordan recalled how, prior to Trump even taking office, Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer had threatened, if you take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. Jordan said, I don't know if the FBI went after President Trump in 6 ways, but I sure know they went after him in 2 ways, the salacious and unverified Steele dossier, opposition research bought and paid for by Democrats, that was used as the basis for a FISA warrant against Trump campaign associate Carter Page. The congressman then referenced the revelation that an undercover FBI agent was sent to approach Trump campaign associate George Papadopoulos in 2016. You know what they call that? It's called spying. They did it. They did it twice, and who knows how much more, Jordan said. Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler interrupted to ask Jordan to yield the remainder of his time, but without missing a beat, Jordan quickly replied, "I will not yield," and continued his barrage of facts on the left's perpetuation of false narratives, and how Barr had put together a team to get to the bottom of all of this. Jordan concluded by excoriating the committee for not standing firm against the partisan activities of the FBI against Trump, given the Judiciary Committee's role is to ensure the fundamental unbiased fairness of the justice system and law enforcement. The congressman was correct in his assessment of the true motivations of Democratic outrage aimed at Barr. It wasn't really about the Mueller report at all, but a display of the left's unmitigated fear that Barr is on the verge of exposing the partisan FBI's shenanigans against Trump that they have sought to use to their advantage against a president they dislike. We are committed to truth and accuracy in all of our journalism. Read our editorial standards. Let's block ads. Why?